Hello, and welcome to the Hootsuite Enterprise Customer Kickoff for ASU. The purpose of today's presentation is to give you a high-level overview of what the customer journey will look like, as well as review the launch methodology and the next 4 to 6 weeks will look like for your team as we onboard them to the Hootsuite platform. So why don't we kick things off with some introductions. My name is Peter, and I will be your dedicated customer success manager. And Bruno will be your dedicated launch specialist for the duration of the onboarding process. In today's presentation, we'll start off by walking through the customer experience and what you can expect along the way. Next, we'll review project roles and responsibilities, both Hootsuite and ASU side. We'll confirm your goals and objectives. We'll review the project scope to go over the products and services that we'll be launching. We'll also review keys to success and finish off going through a launch methodology, project plan, and next steps. So here's what your Hootsuite journey will look like. Today we'll focus on the first two steps, which are alignment and launch. In alignment, we'll set a foundation for success by being clear on your goals and outline how Hootsuite will guide you along the way. In the launch phase, Bruna and the professional services team will get all the users and admins set up and ready to dive into the dashboard. Next will come the adoption stage. We'll focus on equipping you with the tools and resources you'll need to start achieving your goals. And in success is where you'll start seeing the results. This is where we want to be meeting the objectives we'll discuss today. And in the last stage, innovation, this is where we take things to the next level. We'll talk about what's best to tackle next, how to get more creative with social, and provide opportunities for you to build your publicity as a leader in social. Now, this step is my favorite, and you might have even seen some of the partnerships we've done with other higher ed institutions through webinars, guides, and some of the other resources you've probably seen on our website. So the next couple slides, we'll review the roles and responsibilities, starting with Hootsuite. So I will be your dedicated customer success manager, and what that really means is I'm here to be your quarterback, connecting you with the appropriate resources that'll help you execute on your strategy. In addition to myself and Bruno, you'll also be working with social strategists, and this is a team that will help deliver the strategic training and provide ongoing engagement to drive adoption and share best practices. You also have access to 24/7 enterprise support, available in 6 languages, including Spanish. And this team is available by phone, email, and chat right through the dashboard. And lastly, you will have your dedicated account executive, the lovely Needy, and she'll be here to provide industry insights, share best practices from higher ed institutions, and recommend any relevant tools that would align to your objectives. This next slide is here to help us define who are the key people, which will help Hootsuite really make sure we go to the right individual, right team, depending on the questions. Now, because of the size of the deployment and the scope of all the people that are involved, we're just going to do this by email, as it will be quite a lengthy list. So let's review your goals and objectives. And these were discussed in your earlier conversations and something that Needy has passed on to me. So it looks like ASU is looking to have a centralized hub to have some social consistency across departments by using one platform for monitoring, listening, and publishing content. You're looking to proactively monitor social conversations to help manage university's brand, engage with students, prevent crises, stay ahead of media, and so on. As well as you're looking to standardize reporting across departments, so you're to be able to benchmark, keep track of engagement, lead generation, and other KPIs. Now, we will certainly refine these goals and objectives a little bit more after the launch phase to make sure we have something that we can attribute potential numbers to, as well as something to go back to on a quarterly basis to make sure we're staying on track. So let's have a look at your Hootsuite solution that we'll be launching. So with a Hootsuite platform, you'll be able to improve your efficiency and collaboration across teams and departments, uncover insights from aggregate social data, and really build meaningful relationships with your current, prospective, and alumni. The analytics and listening platform will help you track and measure key brand and marketing initiatives, assess campaign effectiveness, and monitor competitors. And campaigns will help you generate leads and engage with the student community, identify and reward university advocates, and help drive engagement, enrollment, and other metrics that you might be looking to increase. On the security side, you'll be able to audit and maintain the security of your social media accounts across departments and users, and be able to protect your brand and enforce social media policy compliance right from the dashboard. Now, these grayed out portions are just products that we're not going to be launching at this time, but something that can be added on later on. For adoption, we have quite a bit of training available. So you will have 8 product training sessions where we'll train your admins, management, and all other users and teams. We'll make sure they're set up on the dashboard with things like their analytics, campaigns, any other types of reports set up. And we'll train them and any of the team on the best practices and use of the dashboard. Part of your package also includes 2 strategy training sessions, and these are designed to tackle long-term needs and address your team's social media learning goals with strategic training courses. These are not, they're really agnostic to the platform, and they're focused more on developing professional social media skills. And I'll be sending out a course catalog detailing all the courses available. At the very bottom, you have 2 advanced social media strategy certification licenses. And this is an industry-leading accreditation for social media managers and directors. And it's something that Hootsuite has partnered in with Newhouse School at Syracuse University to run this 15-module self-guided e-learning course to help, as I mentioned, people managerial and directorial roles be able to formulate and execute on social media strategy. Now, the keys to success of this project really lie in 4 measures. Starting off with ensuring that we have continued sponsorship at the executive level, making sure we define the measurable success criteria that's aligned with the goals and objectives. As I mentioned, that's something we'll do after the launch phase. We're going to have to ensure active participation during training. There's going to be quite a lot of sessions that you'll have. And we'll have ongoing health checks to ensure that we're meeting the objectives and goals that we set out. And with most of the higher ed clients, I usually meet with them on a monthly basis. So let's review what the launch methodology and the launch process will look like. So we're going to be setting up 30 users with Hootsuite Enterprise. as well as we'll set up 30 streams of Hootsuite Insights, which is our listening platform. You'll have unlimited use of campaigns. And your training package will include 8 product training sessions and 2 social strategy training sessions and 2 ASMS certifications, as well as 4 vanity URLs. So the launch methodology is broken up in 4 stages. Now this typically takes somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks. On the longer term, it might take 8 weeks, but that's all depends on how quickly we can get all the users together. So the first stage, and something we're doing now, is planning stage. We'll gather requirements as well as outline project plan. Then we'll move into setup. We'll start configuring the dashboards and setting up the users. Onboarding is where we'll start product training and refining the teams that are going to have access to the enterprise platform. And launch is when all the training will be completed and the users will be ready and comfortable to start utilizing the dashboard. So for some next steps on the ASU side, we'll first have to identify enterprise email. So this is typically higher ed institutions have something like social media at ... We'll complete a pre-launch checklist, something I'll be sending out shortly. We'll start having you add your social networks, as this is one step that we can't do, as you have passwords and access, and this is something that we don't have access to. And then lastly, we'll help identify analytics themes. On the Hootsuite side, we'll be scheduling requirements call. Once we have the enterprise email address that we can use, we'll set up your enterprise dashboard and then schedule an admin call. And that's it. If you have any further questions, I'll be including my direct phone number, and please feel free to reach out to me by email as well. Thank you so much for your time.